Hello, everyone. Today we are going to be reviewing not every, but most of the 2025 Halloween animatronics. Now, I couldn't get all of Lowe's lineup because it hasn't released fully. So we have all the stuff that is purchasable either in store or online. And this is obviously another long video because we have lots of animatronics to go over today. And you know, it's kind of weird because this is supposed to be an animatronic channel, and I haven't reviewed many animatronics besides my 2024 Servo Chucky, which I can promise there will be another review coming soon. It's just I need to stack up that cash for for those reviews. So in the meanwhile, we're gonna be like tier listing everything. So best props ever made. I made 3 new tiers. Best props ever made. It's pretty self-explanatory. The best props of 2024. A means they are pretty good, solid animatronics. B means they're good, but they have still a decent amount of flaws. C means they have a lot of flaws, but also have good things to them. Seen this before? This is a tier for re-releases. I know. There's a lot of them, especially in Halloween costumes this year. I mean, we're gonna see that a lot. I didn't put like the Home Depot re-releases because I thought it was meaningless, or the like Lowe's re-releases. I only put like the Halloween costume re-releases because Halloween costumes, what they do is they re-release animatronics from other years from different stores. And latex doo-doo mess is the worst tier you could be in. Latex doo-doo mess means you're just a bad prop. It either is just a mess or it's so much latex that it's gonna rot so bad. Latex doo-doo mess doesn't necessarily mean it has latex on it, which I don't know how you really add a... I don't think you can, but whatever. Latex doo-doo mess is the worst on here. You don't want to be in there. Alright, so starting off, I don't know a lot of the Halloween costumes animatronics names. Like, I don't know this guy's name. I think it's like Ripsaw or something. I thought he was decent. I mean, I saw his video. It kind of seemed just like an animatronic you buy for the background, but not really a prop you show off too much. He's okay, and I definitely I've seen a lot of hate towards this guy when they first unveiled them. I think in February or March, because this was the first wave of animatronics from Halloween costumes, and this was original, and I don't think much people liked him that much, which I think I don't think people liked him at all, and I think it's kind of insane to say because we have way worse on this list, and I don't think he deserves that. So I'm gonna put him in a respectable B tier, and we'll put him high C tier because obviously he's lacking in animation. All right, next, you probably expect me to put this guy high, but trust me, this is one of the worst animatronics of the year. You cannot top the Home Depot 2024 Chucky. This one is simply terrible. It is from Jemmy. Jemmy is known for their terrible quality in recent years, not their, 2000s era. He is a bad animatronic. He has terrible phrases. I think they brought back the old phrases from like the 1990 to 2000, like Jemmy 2 foot prop you'd buy from Spirit or not, like Spencer's or something like that. And yeah, he's holding scissors. His shoes aren't detailed. He's not servo. His face looks like a 40-year-old ginger mom. I hate this guy, and I'm gonna have to put him in latex doo-doo mess. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't know if people like him because I haven't really seen too much backlash on him because I haven't seen anyone buy him. So yeah, this wolf, we've seen him before. In case you don't remember, he was. Wait, I'm trying to. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm gonna put him there anyways. I'm pretty sure he was in the last year's Big Lots or Costco lineup. I don't have Costco's lineup for this year either. I don't even think Big Lots or Party City has one because their stores did close down, but they do have websites still. So I don't know. I'm only doing the big like 4 retail, which is Spirit, Lowe's, Home Depot, and HalloweenCostumes.com, which is a kind of newcomer. Zombie, I do remember he was Home Depot, and I really liked him. He had he wasn't a unique prop in any way. He was definitely lacking, but he was still good. But I'm not gonna put him any higher or any lower because I've seen him. This guy, I have no idea what it is, so I'm gonna just put him in a C tier because I have no idea what it is. I'm sorry. I don't know what most of the Halloween costumes Wave 1 animatronics are, and I probably should have looked it up before this video. But yeah. This guy looks so sick to me, and I love him so much, but I'm not buying him because Halloween costumes, I'm sorry to say, is way overpriced. Their props are so expensive. Like, I'll get on with it later on when I show you some other props that are a little bit of the bottom. I think he is. Like, I'm not buying anything from Halloween costumes this year. I'm sorry. I know. I have a feeling they're going to have price cuts next year. Because, like, Spirit Halloween isn't even this expensive. So, I think he's cool. I'm going to put him in B tier. This guy, I'm pretty sure is reskin of a prop from like 2020. Because there's a lot of props that look like this. I'm pretty sure there's another one on this list. No, there's not. Huh. I swear there was. Unless I'm just going blind right now, because it is like 6 a.m. where I am while I'm recording this. No, I don't really see another one that looks like him. But anyways, I'm gonna put him in. I'm just gonna put him in Seen This Before because I'm almost certain he's a reskin. This zombie guy, I can already tell he's a latex doo-doo mess. Like, I can tell he has a lot of latex on him, and it's probably not very expensive. I'm debating. I don't think this is a. Oh, we've seen this before. I'm sorry if you guys are getting mad that I don't know if we've seen these animatronics before because I'm kind of new to the like Halloween animatronic stuff because I started in like 2021ish, and because I was a Christmas guy, like I loved Christmas animatronics. I still love Christmas animatronics. I love them more than Halloween animatronics, but they don't produce Christmas animatronics, and even when they do, they are of terrible quality. So that's why I collect more Halloween stuff now. So I don't know. I'm just gonna put him in another C tier. Nothing great. This guy as well. I don't know if this is. I've seen so many animatronics with like the big old head and like the hunchback, like this guy right here next to him. I don't know if you've seen it before or not. And I'm gonna put it. You know what? Since I don't know, if I don't know what the prop is, I'm gonna put it in a C tier. So there's gonna be a lot in C tier. Oh god, is this another C tier? It is also kind of hard to see. Okay, please don't bash me in the comments as if this is like a Spirit Halloween reskin that I forgot about or something. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. Don't get mad. She looks cool though. Now I know this one. This is a Halloween Costumes 2025 reskin, which I wonder where this is gonna go. It is the Mummy from Lowe's, from like 3 or actually I think they sold him last year. They sold him a couple years, but I think they started in 22. I think he's since he has different clothing. Actually, no, we'll put him in Seen This Before because there can't be too many in like, you know. Okay, so this one is an interesting animatronic. I don't know the name of this one either, but I was wondering what this was, and then I saw like some TikTok video. When I was watching I didn't see the TikTok video. I was watching the Home Depot, like a Home Depot release stream of a YouTuber named Ryan's. He was very tired in that stream, and there was like his friends were talking about this specific props, and someone got it early, and I thought it was really cool, and I think that's very unique on how it's made because it's not really an animatronic, more so it's like a puppet basically. You control it with those two levers behind its head, and I thought it was awesome. Do I like the price point? That's most likely over $300. No, but I'll put him in a solid. I'm debating an A or B right now. Oh my, I don't know. I'm gonna put him in high B. Alright, the next one I'm putting in Latex Doo-Doo Mess. This is a reskin. I'm almost certain this is a reskin of like a ventriloquist like animatronic we had a couple years back. And he was not good then. Annabelle is not good now. I don't know why the licensed props. I'm assuming I'm pretty sure this is Jemmy. I don't know why Jemmy can't hit licensed props look good, which they've done a couple good ones. There is one on this list that is really good this year that everyone loves, and I love, but you'll see when I get to it. I think she's terrible, and even if it's not Jemmy and it's like SVI or Techie Toys or some other company, she's terrible. Do not buy her. Buy like a regular Annabelle doll from like Spirit Halloween that's not animated, that still looks decent. Or just straight up, if you were a huge Annabelle fan, just buy a replica. Just save up for a replica. Because I'm pretty sure she's like $100 or something like that. Or like, she's not bad for the price point, but I wouldn't recommend her. So I saw that we had 2 Valak nuns this year. This one is definitely the weakest, and I'm gonna put her, since we have a better one, I'm gonna put her in C tier. So yeah, C tier I think is appropriate. We've seen this before. Another Big Lots re-release because they did go out of business. We got another one I don't know of. I'm sorry if she's like a Spirit Halloween re-release. I'm gonna put her since when the ones I don't actually know. Actually no, I don't want to risk. I'm gonna put her in C tier. because I don't want her to be bad. I don't know what this is right here. That's another C tier. I'm sorry. Okay, and now we're starting to get into the ones that I mostly all know. All right. So we have. I haven't watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but I do know these guys are extremely expensive. I don't think they're worth it for the price, but I think they're still pretty cool. Since they look very good, I might still put them. You know what? No, I can't. I'm putting it in B tier because it's so expensive and you don't get much out of them. Like this guy with the dog, I'm sorry, I don't know their names. I've never watched the movie. You know what? If you guys want me to watch the movie, tell me in the comments if it's that good of a movie. He just like his arm goes up and down with the dog. That's it, and he goes side to side. Like we definitely saw better animation on the Spirit Halloween Killer Clowns from Outer Space animatronics. But I know it sounds like I'm hating a lot on Halloween costumes, but I'm not. I think Halloween Costumes is a great company, and I think this is their best year yet for sure. There are a couple like S tiers in here for me from their lineup this year, but I just they're still a growing company, and I definitely think in about a year or two they will rival the bigger companies like the other three we're looking at today. So yeah. We got this guy. His name is Artie the Clown. I actually know this one's name, unlike most of them that are on this list right now. Artie the Clown. I thought he's interesting. I'm not gonna put him in latex doo doo mess, but he is like a generic SVI clown. I'm gonna put him in B because I definitely think he's a unique clown. With the paint, it definitely takes. I'm almost certain it takes inspiration from another clown with art in his name on this list. But I still think he's pretty cool, and he doesn't resemble Art the Clown one bit. I'm assuming if Art the Clown didn't exist, Artie's name would be Art. So, yeah. This guy, he's a reskin from an animatronic in 2022. I think his name was like Fire Demon. I think it was pretty generic from what I remember. I'll put him in B. Or actually, we've seen this before, so we had to put in seen this before. The only ones I will not be putting in seen this before are the like remakes, the ones we haven't seen in decades. So, in like a decade, not decades. We have the Alien. This is our official first A tier of the year. I think he's great. He is a very like generic alien, which is something we haven't seen yet. Actually, which is pretty surprising. We haven't seen a single like generic naked looking 1950s looking alien as an animatronic, which is actually very surprising and something should have been done a long time ago. And I'm glad Halloween Costumes has done it. I think he's great. Animation is also awesome. Or I don't think. Well, his animation isn't like super, like it's whatever. But I think he's still awesome. Sorry, guys. All right, so we have the I think her name's Broken Harp Girl. I'm gonna put her also in A. She is great. The only thing I don't really like about her is the body does the face looks kind of cheap on her, but she also is a ghost, so she's not supposed to look very detailed. But yeah, I think she's awesome. She has a unique animation. I don't think we've ever seen that on an animatronic before. And right when we were starting to get some good stuff, we got an animatronic we've seen before. All right, So Peekaboo Penny, and wait, before I go on to the next animatronic, the seen this before category would be so much bigger if I counted every Halloween costumes animatronic and all the Lowe's and Home Depot animatronics. So, uh, yeah. All right, the next one we have is Peekaboo Penny. I'm pretty sure she's 2014. Don't get mad at me. All right, I know she's a animatronic you've all been wanting for a long time, and I'm glad the people that wanted her got her back, and I think she's an awesome prop, and that's why she's one of the best props of the year. Boom, we have the first best props of the year. Yeah, yeah, that felt good, and she's staying up there. I'm not moving her around. Nothing much to say about her. She is like a she. If you don't know what she does, her hands are covering her face, and her face doesn't like pop out like this. It's actually behind the hands, and if it's pretty self-explanatory, her head shoots up. Pretty cool. And we've also saw a Peekaboo Penny reskin this year at Lowe's, which is not on this tier list because I couldn't find an official picture or a picture of him anywhere besides on like YouTube thumbnails. So yeah, like I said, lots of Lowe's animatronics are not on this list. All right. Next, we have this guy. I think he was cool. I don't know his name. I think it's like decontamination something something. I'll put him in B. Pretty generic, but he's no like C tier. And honestly, since I think I'm gonna move Ripsaw back to B because I definitely think he doesn't deserve a C tier. I know they're both very. I know a lot of these are generic with animation, but B tier is B tier. All right, so this is this anime. I think his name is Torture Box Man. It is a reskin of Torture Box Woman, but as a man. I'll put him C tier. I know, I'm pretty sure she was a good animatronic when she came out, but I can't put him in Seen This Before because it is technically a new animatronic. And you know what? I have to move him up too because we technically haven't seen this version of the Mummy before. Next, we have. I don't really know. I don't think I count this as a reskin because it is a complete new animation. It is the Scarecrow. They sold a character like this at Spirit Halloween, but I don't think it was that scary. I think it was like one of Spirit's meh animatronics. And I think Halloween Costumes definitely made a better decision by making his hand swipe over the bowl instead of just jumping out at you. I like this guy way more. His design is so much better. And you know what? We'll put him in B tier. All right. And then we have another one of the best props of the year, the Mothman. 10-foot Mothman. I think he's awesome. And if you have enough money to buy him, buy him. I personally will not, unfortunately. But I think this is one of the best giants ever made. I think he's the best giant on the list. And then we go straight to the worst giant on the list, which this is the one we've seen before, the white clothing, not the blue clothing. Next we have Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, I own this prop. And this technically is not a prop we've seen before because he has red clothing on. I love this guy. I fell in love with the Beetlejuice movies like a little bit ago, and we saw Beetlejuice 2 last year. Great movie, recommend it, especially if you've seen Beetlejuice 1. I don't love this guy as much as I did when I first got him because his speaker broke. And that's what I'm talking about with the licensed Gemmy animatronics. They are bad. They are always, most of the time, bad. In certain cases, they're not. I don't know how Jimmy fumbles all the time, but his speaker does not work. Sometimes it works. You have to go into his control box and like mess around with the wires, and then it works. I've tried replacing it. I can't find a speaker to replace it with, and I'm not too much of a tech savvy person with that kind of stuff. But I do have the one from Home Depot that this is, I think, a re-release from 2019 actually. From Lowe's, and then Home Depot got him in 2024. And I think Home Depot got him a couple years prior. I'm not sure. This guy has a weird history. I think he has a weirder history than Jack Skellington for sure. I don't know whether I want to put him in C or latex doo-doo mess, because he doesn't have latex on him. I just think if you like Beetlejuice, try to either find this guy on OfferUp, or B, try to find the Spirit Halloween version of Beetlejuice on OfferUp or Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for a cheaper price, which I do know he's going for an insane amount of money right now. So I cannot recommend this guy personally, either though I still love mine. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like, you hate that he doesn't speak, but I still love him because it's Beetlejuice. So it hurts to put him there. He's in latex doo-doo mess. Next, we have the dog from Ghostbusters, I think. The demo dog, something, I don't know. He's cool. I'll put him in B. He has interchangeable ears. Is it from Ghostbusters? Yo, you guys have to help me in them comments, man. Alright, next we have another best prop. This is Broken Spine Girl I know this was 2014. She's awesome. She reminds me of there's a prop that reminds me of her on this list that's coming up pretty soon. She's awesome. I mean, people get to, if you didn't get a chance at her the first time, you get a second chance. Totally recommend her. She's just an awesome scare. So, yeah. We have another reskin. I think his name is like just Bone. Is it Bone Harvester? I don't know. I'm pretty sure, because he looks so weird, I'm pretty sure he had like some kind of different like build or something like that originally, which made him still look weird, and they've made him with poles now. I don't know. I don't know the history. I don't know much history about a lot of Spirit animatronics, as you can tell. I'll put this guy in B tier. He doesn't deserve an A, but he doesn't deserve a C. This thing we're putting in C, I don't know what that is. This thing was at Party City in 2023 or 4. He's cool, but it's a reskin of another giant. Okay, now, I think that their name was like, in these guys here from Nightmare Before Christmas, I think this like Lock, Shock, and Barrel Shot, something like that. I don't remember their name, but I think they're pretty cool. Another Jammy license prop, but I'm gonna put them. I know it's risky, but I'm gonna put them in A. I don't think they're terrible. I don't think they're like the best things I've ever seen. But I think they're actually. Do I? Because Killer Clowns, I think, are definitely better than them. You know what? We're doing this. I'm sorry. So we're putting them in B, and then we'll put the Killer Clowns in A. Next, we have my two favorites of the lineup, and I don't know if their quality's good or not because I'm not buying them because they're almost $400. It's Barb and Alan from Beetlejuice 1. I love those characters so much. Beetlejuice and Chucky are my two favorite or Halloween IPs because Beetlejuice isn't scary. It's kind of a just cool Tim Burton world to live in, I guess. And I love these guys so much. I wish I can get them, but they're just way too expensive and I can't. I know I've said that a lot. Like, I won't be able to get these animatronics this year. But trust me, there will be a lot more reviews. But yeah, I'm not too sure about these. Um, Judging by the Beetlejuice build quality, you know what? We're not accounting build quality for these two because I didn't really do it for Lock, Shock, and whatever the heck their name is. I'm putting them in A. I think I'll put Barb in B because she doesn't have the best animation, but Alan, or what was his name? Was it Alan or guy from uh Beat Beetlejuice? Uh, uh, Adam, not Alan. Adam. He has a cool animation with his hands, with the eyeballs in his hand. It's so cool. I love him. Can't get him though. This is the last animatronic from Halloween costumes. We're 31 minutes in and we haven't gotten. This is fun. We're finally through Halloween costumes. This eyeball looking thing. I saw it. I think he's a very interesting concept, and I'm gonna put him in because he doesn't look the best. I'm gonna put him in B. He doesn't look the best, but he looks cool. Like he's a cool concept, but not executed the best. I'm pretty sure these two, this long-tongued guy and this eyeball, are like demakes of like professional high-grade props from like Distortions Unlimited, or so. I don't know. I don't know why Maleficent is above all the Spirit Halloween props, and I don't know I have two and two mutant sewer rats. I'll just not use those two. Maleficent. This is a hard one. Wait, I forgot one of the Home Depot animatronics. I forget a lot of them. Um, so I'll get into it later. Maleficent. She's awesome. She's one of the best licensed characters we have this year. She servos. I did forget the Evil Queen, which is way worse than her. I think she's from like Snow White. I forgot to put her on the list. I couldn't find her stock images. But I think Maleficent is an A tier for me because she kind of looks like for a servo prop. I don't know. I think the servo, like, it looks good, but it doesn't look like anything I would want personally. So, mutant sewer rat from Spirit Halloween. Now we're getting into the spirit stuff. Sewer rat, that's a hard one. He's not an A tier. I'm putting him in C. Like, he's no B tier. I wouldn't put him over any of these, honestly. I get he's decent. I mean, if he was like ever on sale, which I doubt it, because Spirit Halloween props sell so fast, I'd buy him. But I wouldn't buy him for full price. I'm pretty sure full price is like in the 200 range or something like that. The next one, I think gets too much hate. Wait, can I move this like down here and this down here? There. All right. This one gets way too much hate. I think it's Night Owl or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm botching the names, but that's just how it's gonna be with me because I don't remember them. I think this guy he's he's also another animatronic with a cool concept that was executed poorly. He doesn't have a moving mouth, and it's just lacking in animation for me. He's still cool. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Actually, yeah, well, I'll put him in C tier because, or did I? Yeah, I did. Actually, okay, I'll put Mutant Super Rat in B. I'm sorry, guys. All right, because you can't go from this low to that. Because his Mutant Super Rat's design is way cooler than this Night Owl thing. Night Owl's design is terrible. I don't like the drapes, but I do think he's. Even though I'm trashing on the animatronic, I still think he's a great. Not great, but he gets a lot of hate, and I don't think it deserves that much hate. Next, we have one of the best jump scare props of this year. Besides, like, a lot of the because there's a lot of jump scare props at Lowe's, but I couldn't get them on the list because they haven't released them yet. But the Valak Nun, which there's another Valak Nun on the list right here, right next to her, but I'm not gonna put her there. I'm gonna put her in. I'll put her in the best props of the year. I definitely think she has a very cool jump scare. I do think the only thing is, from what I've heard, is her audio is terrible. Which, yeah. It's like very muffled from what I know, and like she doesn't jump out like Emmeline. She's more of like she jumps out like 2 or 3 feet, but she's still very scary, like jump scare. And this Valak Nun barely, I don't even think jumps out at all. She just like she goes from this pose up here to this pose, and that's it. She's literally the same thing, but she just doesn't pop out, which makes it so much more boring and stupid. And it is a licensed prop, so yeah, around $300. It's Spirit. Next, we have Headcase Harry. I loved this guy when I first saw him, and I hate him so much now. He has terrible phrases. It's terrible. There's a better clown on this Spirit Halloween list. And, yeah, it's whatever. I don't like him. He's bad. I'd buy him if he was like $130. That's the most I'd pay for him. But, not happening. And he has corny phrases. Like, they're so bad. Like, for such a cool looking prop, he should be a very good, he should have at least decent phrases. Like, do the comic courtesy. Next, we have Crypt Countess. Crypt Countess is one of the most, I think, the most hated prop this year. Even more than this, like, Night Owl thing. This is the least deserved hate, I think, on an animatronic we've ever gotten. I love her animation. I love her, like, springy arms. I think it's not a unique animation, but I think it's something we rarely ever see. And I love her. If I can, if she's on sale and they still have her in store, which I can promise you they probably will not, I will buy her. But she's going in A. Yeah, she's going in A. These are my opinions. So, besides for the ones that I have no idea what they do, and I'm too lazy to look up right now because it is currently, I can't tell what time it is. It doesn't say. Oh, 6:49 a.m. Jack the Reaper. By far the best prop of the year. But there's a huge but with this. Jack the Reaper is not a prop I would display outside. Wait, it's not a prop I would display outside because it's basically free Spirit Halloween advertisement, and I don't want to advertise a store for my like yard. He's a cool prop. He has like motion censoring, just like Nibbles from last year. He's more of like a collector's like item, which it literally says collector's item on the box. People are still gonna display it outside. I know they are. Like, power to you. I would never do that. But yeah, he's still really cool. And we've been asking for this, or a lot of people have been asking for this for years, since probably animatronics have been a thing at Spirit Halloween, and Jack the Reaper has been there. So, yeah, he's finally a reality that everyone wanted. Next, we have. I forget his name. I don't know how I forgot his name. Wait, I think it literally. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, Fire Demon. How original spirit. Fire Demon also goes in best props of the year. Uh, he's awesome. I mean, he like he kind of reminds me of, oh my god, what was his name? It was the Reaper from like 2022 or 3 with the like lady in his arms, and it would like his cloak would reveal her. That's what he reminds me of, and I love him so much, and I'm gonna try to get him if I can. And he also has pretty scary phrases. So, unlike Jack the Reaper, he literally says, "I am Jack the Reaper." So, next we have, I think, Monkey Business is his name. He's cool. He's the best clown prop of Spirit for sure. Especially, wait, one, two, three, four, 5 clown props of the year. He's the best one, and he's gonna go in A tier because he definitely has a unique jump scare. You wouldn't really be expecting, you know. I definitely do know a clown that would be replacing him in the A tier spot, and it would be the Jack in the Box clown from Home Depot, but it's a Canada exclusive, and I'm only counting stuff that I can personally buy, so I don't know why they would make that a Canada exclusive. I think it's the stupidest thing ever, and it's just dumb. They saw how people were excited about that prop, and it just straight up just it's kind of like a punch in the face from Home Depot. But that's off topic. He's a great animatronic. He does kind of stand weird though, but that's like the only thing. And he does kind of have like a Art the Clown like look to his outfit. But yeah, the next one is absolute like cinema. It's Two-Faced Teddy. We all know where this guy is going, and it is going up here. He's going above everybody. I'm just kidding. He is going in the lowest of the low. The lowest of the low, I promise you. He is terrible. He's a poor George, like, he has poor George's head with the silent and deadly. Oh, I forgot to put him on here, I think. Yeah, I forgot to put. Well, he's not really, like, gonna be in store, I think. But he has, like, the silent and deadly, like, remake body with the poor George head. And just screams when his head turns around. It's kind of like the Beetlejuice animation, but it's way slower and way dumber. But for $100, can't really complain too much. Even if I can't afford Spirit Halloween animatronics, I still will not be buying Two-Faced Teddy. because for like $50 more, you can get this animatronic, which is a reskin, or not a reskin, a re-release from like I think 2016, and is Electrified Corpse. He is great, and I'm gonna put him in A tier. He's not one of the best of the year, but he's definitely a good prop, and I might get him for sure. He's very scary. Next, we have Twisting Grandma, or Twisted Grandma. I saw a lot of people hate her and a lot of people love her. I personally love her. I think she's very unique. It's Grandma that just like whole torso turns around, and then after her head turns around, it's so scary looking. Only thing that everybody does not like about her is her head turn, or not her head turn, her mouth, her puppet mouth. It's very dumb. I don't think, since a lot of people don't like her and a lot of people love her, I can't put her in best props of the year because of the disagreements people have had on her. Um, but yeah, she's still cool. Um, I think this is Trick or Treat Pete. He's also going in latex doo doo mess. We have three clowns in latex doo doo mess right now. Wait a second. I think I'm gonna put. I'm gonna switch these two out because this technically is the lowest of the low because we've seen these animatronics before, and then it goes to the actual main tier list. So yeah. Um. Whoa! I can change the colors. Change that to the pure like. Change that to blue, I guess. I don't know. um, latex. Or I don't know why. I just like lagged for a second. I haven't slept. But yeah, Trick or Treat Pete, Dookie, and then we have Sinister Strawman, which no one. It's my opinion. No one can argue with me. I think he's the best, one of the best animatronics of the year. Even if he is a Mr. Dark reskin, one of my favorites. He definitely is one of the best of the Mr. Dark reskins, besides Mr. Dark, of course. And I think he's the fastest and the tallest, so he's really cool. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I think I prefer him over Mr. Dark a little bit more. But Mr. Dark is just objectively scarier and cooler. Next we have I think her name is Trixie. Let me see. Yeah, it says Trixie. I'm pretty sure she's like a dagger mic or something, like jump scare where she just jumps up. Not the best thing ever. I'll put her in. Put her in B tier. You know what? Latex doo doo mess is kind of confusing me. I don't know why I switched those out. Backbend Bonnie. You know what? We'll put Trixie in C and Backbend Bonnie in B. Because she's kind of like a. She's not really, but she's very. It's not a reskin, but it's very similar to Broken Spine Girl, and it's just way less cool. She doesn't go back as fast, and her arms are just flailing around. So yeah, it's meh, you know. We've got this guy. He's another clown. I think there's actually 6 clowns this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which clown am I missing? Which clown am I missing? I know I'm missing one. Oh, 6. There are 6 clowns from Spirit this year. I don't know. I think there's like one YouTuber that loves this guy, and I do not like this guy. Like a lot of the clowns this year, usually at least two or three of them are above like C tier for me personally. Next we have Lantern Keeper. I don't really know what this guy does. Like I've seen this guy so much and I still don't know what he does. I'm pretty sure he just moves side to side. I don't think he's a jump scare prop. We'll put him in C tier. And then we have Santa Art the Clown, which is very similar to last year's, but just with the Christmas jingle to it. I don't really know where to put this guy. He's definitely, I'll put him in B tier. He's a reskin. He has different audio. He's at least something different. He's not terrible, but do I think they could have just sold the Santa art costume? Yes. For the original art? Yep. You could literally just buy a Santa Claus outfit from Spirit Halloween or just online on Amazon and put it on your Art the Clown if you want Santa art that bad. And I think he's like $279 compared to like $200 the art was last year. So, let me see. What's her name? Sadistic Sadie. I forgot about the Grave Dancer or whatever heck her name is. She would have been in this tier. Just letting you guys know, she's terrible. Sadistic Sadie. I don't really know what she does, like at all. Like I have no idea what she is. I pulled these pictures from the SpiritHalloweenFandom.com, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna put her, since she just doesn't look the highest of quality. I'm gonna put her in the doo-doo mess because she just does not look good. Actually, she doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I'll put her in C. There's a lot in C and B right now. They're both tied. Okay, I don't really need to explain for the next couple. We have Emily from Corpse Bride. This is the Lowe's version, not the Spirit version, and she's terrible. She's made by Jemmy, of course. Not even the original voice of the Corpse Bride Emily, and just do not buy her. Try to just buy the Spirit Halloween version if you can still. The next one is Mickey Mouse. He's very generic. He just dances side to side like a Christmas prop. He's not like anything terrible, but I would never buy him because he's like, I'll put him in C. I'll put him in C because I would never buy him, but I know a lot of people that would for like the little kids, Actually, I think I retract. Actually, no, I don't. Wait, do I? Because there's two more on this list that I'm definitely putting in the lowest. Actually, no. You know what? Since Mickey's an IP and he's more recognized, put him in C. Victor's in the lowest tier. He's also he's worse than Emily. Emily at least has some kind of structure going on. Victor just looks like he's like food, like he doesn't have food. He looks terrible. He looks so bad. But yeah, we got Frankenweenie or whatever the heck his name is. He ain't no A tier. I think he's a solid C. Because he's like a tabletop battery operated thingy majig. We got these guys from the Haunted Mansion. I don't really like them. I think they're very generic, but I think, because I've never watched, I haven't watched a lot of these movies. I'm uncultured. I'm going to put them in C because I don't really know what they're supposed to do. I don't know their purpose. This Grave, I think Breaker or something like that. He is the latex doo-doo mess. It was the only reason it's on the list as an animatronic is because It's listed as like $250. I don't know what's so $250 about two hands in one skeleton head, but it ain't worth it. Trust me. The next one is like a more budget friendly, like scary prop. It's the Scarecrow. He ain't nothing special. I'll put him in B because I've been cutting. I have to like cut Lowe's some slack since their full lineup hasn't released yet, so I'm making him look pretty bad. So I'll put him in B, even though he does kind of deserve C. But I do kind of feel bad. And then these two, I hate them both. They both are like just like the Mickey Mouse. They dance side to side, and they're so slow. I saw them in store. They're so bad. They're for little kids though, so I don't know if they deserve to be next to Emily and Victor. I'll put them in C. I'm sorry. I kind of feel bad. It's nothing I'd buy, but if you're into like the little kids, like enjoying their mood on Halloween Day instead of scaring them out of their souls, get these for those guys, and the Mickey, those and the Frank Weenie. Oh my goodness, that is the perfect squad right there. And then you just get the huge tongue dragon guy over here to pair along with those two. But anyways, off topic. We officially have the first Lowe's prop that's higher than B tier, and it's the vampire 12-foot guy. It doesn't really make sense to be 12 feet, but he's still pretty cool. I saw him in person. Super cool. Next one, I do not like at all. I'm sorry. The band from last year, it's good. The bands from the last 2 years were good. I don't know how this guy would pair with them very well unless there's more to the band to come out, which I doubt. But yeah, I don't like him at all. He also doesn't look very, even if he's a skeleton, he doesn't look very. He just looks like, you can tell there's animatronic under him, which you shouldn't see any of that. And then next we have two animatronics that are very controversial this year from Home Depot. We're starting with Home Depot, and I know I sound like a Home Depot glazer, but I like the Jack. I think Jack's face sculpt looks better. Either though it is latex doo-doo mess, I think the Jack head sculpt looks better than we've seen in most, like we've seen a lot of re-releases. Give me a second. We've seen a lot of re-releases Jack. They've all been the same, like plastic head with a weird, like the face doesn't look like Jack. This face that we have now, that we got, looks like Jack. It looks like we got the 13-foot Jack Skellington head shrunken down to a 6.5-foot Jack Skellington head, which I'm all here for. But since it is a re-release of latex, I'm not going to put him that high. And we've also seen this animatronic so many times. I'm going to put him in C. He is technically a reskin because it is new. But I cannot say the same thing about Sally. She looks terrible with the latex mouth. I think she would have been fine if they just kept her blinking mech or whatever she had. I'm putting her in a latex doo-doo mess. But yeah, next we officially have the first good, real good licensed prop from Jemmy this year. It is the Gremlins prop. I think his name is like Spike or something like that. I haven't watched Gremlins either. I'm sorry, I haven't watched that. But he's great. He's cool. I think he's the best new license we've gotten from Home Depot, because there's a better license prop this year, which I'll get to in a second. But this is the best new license we've gotten from Home Depot this year, because I definitely like him more than Maleficent. and the Evil Queen, which I forgot to add to the tier list. But yeah, I love him. You haven't watched Gremlins, but yeah, I think he's pretty cool. Which I wouldn't expect Jemmy coming back from a latex doo-doo mess all the way up to a best props ever made of the year. I should probably put best props of the year slash ever made. But yeah. Next, is this 12-foot Skelly? Oh yeah, this is 12-foot Skelly. We've seen this before. This is like the 5th year we've seen him. Next, we have the Shark. He is one of the best of the year for sure, and I also saw Ryan's on the stream yesterday, or wait, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday when Home Depot dropped. He said it was a great animatronic. I think it was the same. Which animatronic did I say? Oh yeah, it was Jack the Reaper. Same thing with the Shark. It doesn't have much use in my yard personally, but he's still a really cool prop. I personally won't be buying him because it doesn't really make sense to have a shark on grass or on like rocks or anything. But if that's if you're doing like a pirate theme, get him. Please get him. I would love to see your guys' haunts and all that. But yeah, he's awesome, and I'm kind of jealous of the people that can get him and make it look good in their yard. Next, we have another reskin. We have the Ogre. This is like the first this reskin is I think this is better than Carnival Carl, because you can have deformities on the ogre without it looking super unnatural, because Carnival Carl, he was a latex mess. I'm sorry. I know so many people love Carnival Carl. He had bad deformities. They weren't as bad as Heckles, but they were still pretty bad. Ogre, though, if it has deformities, ogres are supposed to look ugly. They're supposed to look weird. I'm pretty sure that's why they probably did it, and he's also made out of a lot of latex. So, dry rot. Next, we have the Plague Doctor. Basically a reskin of last year's, mixed with Lord Raven, which is what a lot of people have said. Nothing special to me. I think he's personally a C tier. We have this guy. I hate him. I'm sorry, he looks bad. I have nothing else to say about him than I don't like his face. It looks ugly, I'm sorry. We have the Zombie Trio Stack. I'll put them in a C. They're a reskin of the Clown Stack from last year. Next we have the Reaper. Their new Reaper, not the 12-footer. I've just realized I forgot to put the Gravedigger on the tier list. Yeah, it's whatever. The Reaper, I personally think it's an A tier for me. I think it would actually go really good with the Fire Demon. The Reaper next to Fire Demon would actually be pretty awesome. And then the Levitating Reaper right above them. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I just hacked. I think I found the hack of this year, guys. Honestly, I might do that if I if I buy all three. It's not happening. Alright, the next two are very interesting to me. We have the Barber animatronics, but zombie barber guy. I don't know his name. He's $130. I like him. In my review for the Home Depot stuff, I said the Butcher is a great animatronic, and one of them I'm trying to pick up this year. I think I changed my mind because I saw the price. It's a reskin of a, mind you, a reskin of an animatronic we got last year for $100, which is now retailing for $130, and this Butcher reskin of this pig that my mouse is currently like holding is $180. 180. They're still selling the original non-reskin Butcher for 130, which was originally 100, and this one's 180. It doesn't make sense to me. And if this one's left in stock, I'll for sure buy it because I still think he's really cool. But it kind of disappointed me, for sure. I thought he would be the same price. And then this guy, the Zombie Barber, is only $130. And this is with the Dean collection. The Dean collection is like the Dean, the maid, the like poker player, and then this guy. Those guys are like $150 to $200. This guy's only $130. But this guy's $180. It doesn't make sense to me. And because of that, this would have been one of my best props of the year. It got demoted to a C tier. Actually, no, a B tier. I think C tier is a little unfair. And this guy got promoted to a B tier from a C tier. Next is a reskin, but a welcome reskin. It is actually, personally, another prop everyone loves, and I also love, but one I won't be getting. The pirate ship, one of the best of the year. It looks so cool. I think it's way better than the one we've seen before, but there's nothing much more to say about it. It'd pair super good with the shark. Oh my god. Home Depot. I don't know why this witch always seems to come back. We had her in 2022. We had her in 2023. We skipped 1 year. We skipped 1 year. No, we had her in 2024. We had her in 2024. We had her. She is the worst. And this is the original one. This isn't even the re-release. We had her. This is her, like, 4th year. Please, we've seen this before, Home Depot. We do not need this witch. And she originally was $100. She's $130 now. I understand there's tariffs. But, come on. Please, it's so bad. Like, it was nice the first 2 times, and then once it got to the 4th time, I'm sorry. Get rid of it. Make a new budget witch. We got a new budget witch last year, which was a Bobby Streams reskin, and was super. It wasn't bad. It was good. But anyways, you know what? I don't even care. I'm putting her in latex doo-doo mess. I don't care if she's something we've seen before. She's going in latex doo-doo mess. I hate her so much. Oh, never mind. I see what's coming up pretty soon. No, we're putting her in seen this before. I know what witch we're putting in latex doo-doo mess. But anyways, we have the 6-foot customizable servo skelly animatronic. This is one of the best of the year. And the only gripe I have with it is the same thing with the Valak Nun, is that the audio is very muffled, which it shouldn't be on this animatronic because, it is customizable, but it's basically like Grimm, but you can control it in app, which is really cool. Next, we have this, like, spider dude. It's 9 feet. I don't know if it's in height or in width, but if it's in height, it's definitely the best of the year. But I'm going to put it in A because it doesn't really do anything, but I think it's still really cool, and I might actually pick it up. Next, we have One of the best of the year, the 12-foot Wally Crow animatronic or something like that. I forgot the name. He's so cool. The only thing is that he doesn't have speaking audio, which is fine. Because Levitating Reaper's audio was so bad last year. It wasn't bad, but like the audio, like was so muffled. But yeah, he's awesome. My throat is like so dry right now. I need water. Um, Here we have the new Servo, which I think she's personal thing with me. I don't know if I said this in my review, in like my Home Depot first reactions review. The Servo Witch this year is so much worse than Lethal Lily. Because the thing with servo animatronics is you're trying to make it look as realistic as possible. Like the Chucky, the 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 scale. Or actually, no, not this year. The what else has moving eyes? That's servo this year. Nothing else. Goodness, we have nothing with okay. Well, I don't like servo animatronics with digitalized eyes. I don't like Skelly. I understand because he's customizable. You can customize the eyes, and he also has so many servo movements. This witch, you cannot customize her. Her eyes, you can customize the eyes, of course, but you want them to look realistic. And obviously, Skelly, he doesn't look realistic. It's just for fun, you know. She's supposed to be scary, and her digital eyes just ruin it for me. And I think with the servo animatronic, a lot of people like the servo moving eyes. The servo moving eyes are a huge thing. Um, but yeah, I don't. She's a disappointment prop. She's going in C tier. This is going in. This and the cat, because I couldn't add the cat for some reason because it wouldn't let me copy its image. They're both in latex doo doo mess. Oh, it's whatever. Like, it ain't no 12. You guys aren't gonna capitalize on 12-foot Skelly. I mean, they can capitalize on 12-foot Skelly. They are. But they're not gonna earn as much. I do not like them. I don't like this dog thing. And I don't think they should ever get rid of 12-foot Skelly. I just don't think they should be making, like, these offspring 12-foot Skelly things to go with it. Besides, like, maybe costumes for 12-foot Skelly. But, you know, it's fine. You know, it's not I'm not the target demographic. It's like the 40-year-old, like, Facebook moms or, like, the trendy people on, like, groups, you know. So it's not for me. So I can't really hate it too much. Next, we have another really good one. And it is very similar to the Scarecrow. Nothing much else to say besides it's a crow instead. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like the Scarecrow more because it makes more sense. But next, we have the worst animatronic of the year. I know I've said that a lot about a lot of these. It's my least favorite animatronic of the year. It's a reskin of the Duo Witch, Cauldronous Peoples. Just, I have no words to express my disappointment in these props. So many people were saying they were going to be servo. I was hoping, and they weren't. They weren't. I don't like them. Please don't bring these witches back because it is a reskin, something we've seen before. I don't care. She's going in this latex doo-doo mess. Alright, but to lighten up the mood, we have three. What? We have three of the best props of the year. Young Hee. Now I know. I think she's like an ISC prop. Unfortunately, like I don't think you can buy her without putting your name on like the list or something, which I'm not gonna do. But she's so realistic. She looks just like Young Hee from Squid Game. yeah, she like turns around and everything she says, "Okona ko tepi or whatever, however you say it. And she has a Korean and a English mode on her, which is really cool. So you got a red light, green light, or you can go to the thing I just sang. But yeah, she's super cool. The only thing is that she doesn't do is move her arm to her eyes when she turns around, which who cares? Next, these two we are not doing because I accidentally added them twice. We have my two favorite props of the year. Of course they are. It is Chucky. Oh my god, don't you dare put him next to this Chucky and Tiffany. Nothing much to say besides you all know I'm a Chucky fan and they're so good. I love them so much. I love them so much more. Like I've seen reviews of the Chucky. I did a like community post. I said I'm gonna get my hands on this Chucky no matter what, whether it's from the drop or it's from in store. I will get this for you guys, mostly for me, but for you guys too. I love him so much. And Tiffany, I will also try to get her. I'm trying to get the Chucky more because he is scarier, but we'll see. Yeah, those two are probably confirmed for me this year. A lot of these aren't. I usually just get random ones that I like. But yeah, I love them so much, and I'm gonna try my hardest, guys. And the only thing they don't have is like the smiling mech, but the thing that makes up for it in the Chucky is he has a servo axis arm, which is awesome. It's kind of like the Darth Vader 7-foot like Christmas Halloween animatronic. It's awesome. But yeah, that was my tier list, everyone. Let me know how you guys think of it. If you think it's a good one, if you think it's bad, if you think it's almost good, like it's almost perfect. Let me know in the comments. I in my personal opinion, I did pretty good because it is my opinion. Uh, I hope I don't start war, but yeah, I like this tier list. I think it's pretty good. Um, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to to be this community man, this guy that's just trying to post as much as he can. So please like and subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.